We don't discriminate on Professional Fanatics. Anyone's welcome. This is Fantrax draft number 6. I have 16 of these bad boys. Maybe not all of them streamed, but number 6. I think I've done 5 of them on stream. Some mixed results. We do draft grades at the end of every draft. So get the chat in here, and they will grade my team and everyone else's team. I will be harsh, but also I've been actually pretty nice the last few. Usually because I'm pretty hammered by the end, and I'm giving everyone a B. We have 56 seconds, so stand by. Got DB Cooper in here. Actually, essentially is in here. He's in every fucking draft with me. DB Cooper, it's really the only 2 guys I know. I know of, I guess I'd say. I am picking from the 9 spot, Professional Fanatics. Don't know any of the guys after me. Giraffe, Fitzy's, Intoxicated Asshole, or I don't know what it is, Intoxicated A. So that could be a mystery. Guess we'll see. Wearing a nice collared shirt for this. Gonna look nice for you guys. Got my draft hat on. Yeah, I'm ready to go. Oh, Caps, first one in here every time. I even nice enough to text him. I don't usually say anything in the chat. I said, hey, cutie. Cap is a pretty cute guy. Here we go. Oh, it already started. Gibbs at 2. Jesus, Bijan's going to fall to 4. Get out of town. Get out of town. Gibbs went 2. Lamb went 3. Yeah, you don't see that. I have not seen that. That's the first. I have all of my ADPs here, old school, written down, of the drafts I have done. At least all the full PPR drafts I've done. And Bijan has only gone 3 one time. Every other time he's gone 2. I think in one of my wife's drafts, Bijan went 1. Wow, Brooke, got a little break there. It's pretty sick. Pretty sick. I'd like that if I had 4. Running backs have just been flying off. The top 11 dudes usually gone by like pick 17, pick 18. Cap says, do I feel like I'm drafting more in the front or back of drafts? Well, I can show you the numbers right here. On Fantrax so far, I've done 9th, 1st, 2nd, 4th, and this is 9th. So I haven't had any middles. I have not all of my, like once the draft is full, then it gets randomized. So I still have 6 drafts or so that aren't, the draft order isn't set. But I have a 1st, 2 seconds, a 3rd, 3 fourths, 2 sevenths, and 3 ninths, and then 11th is the one I'm doing with Story. So not a lot of middles besides 2 sevenths. I'd like 5 or 6. I feel like that's kind of a sweet spot. We got McCaffrey at 6. McCaffrey ahead of Barkley. Dude, he is steaming up right now. Neighbors at 8. Oh, I'm on the clock, huh? Take a Nico. First Nico share. Very, very safe bet. Now the question is, if Drake London falls back to me, a double tap receiver, which can be real risky in this environment, or I guess it depends on what running back falls back. I got Chase Brown, I'll take A-Chain. Taylor, Jacobs, or Irving is a tough decision for me. Drake London. Caps asks, is there any player I haven't had enough of based on where I've been drafting? And it's Drake London because, like, by my ranks, I have him as my wide receiver 5, wide receiver 6, Nico is 5. I should take him in the first round, but with the way the running backs are flying off, it's hard for me to do. Just also because sometimes I see Drake London go pick 16, 17. So I'd like to try to get him in the second round. Where if you do enough drafts like I do, it's worth it to kind of play the numbers game there and not reach on Drake London, because there's no way I'm getting Nico in that second round pick. Puka's been falling. Well, I should be able to get one of these running backs. I mean, I can get Chase Brown if I want. Brock Bowers at pick 13. Wowzers. See, this is so fucking tough because I have Drake London ahead of all of these guys on my board. Lad McConkey? I mean, but I can't take Drake London over like a running back here. I can't. So I have to take a running back. Well, that just made it real easy. Do I take Henry or Genty? I think I'm just going to take Derrick Henry because that's safe as hell. Tempted to take Genty there. I love the allure of the upside, the pass catching, but how about I just take a guy that I know is going to be a top 6 running back, like guaranteed. Second time I've got Henry at the 204. He has gone, just for reference, he's gone, I got him 16th, that's what that pick was. He's gone 10th, 14th, 8th, and 17th besides that, and then 16th now. So occasionally he goes middle, end of first, but usually it's early second. But that guy got a sweet value on Genty. Whatever you think of Genty, like he does go way higher than that. I'm just not going to fuck around with not drafting a Hall of Famer. He did stream, but it's fine, dude. Just because like I want Drake London, but it's so scary to leave the first 2 rounds, especially when you're, regardless of where you are. If you're the first 2 rounds in the front of the draft, you can take one in the third and possibly get an elite guy. But the back half of the draft where I'm at here, leaving it with 2 wide receivers, like you're stuck with Kenneth Walker, Kamara, those guys is your 1, which I don't mind because you're going to have 2 top 10 receivers, but it's not that warm, fuzzy feeling. So ideally, I think, especially this year, man, flexibility is huge. It always is, but leaving the first 2 picks with 1 of each allows you to go wherever the board goes, where if you take 2 wide receivers, you have to take a running back in one of your next 2 picks. You can't go 4 receivers or early quarterback. When you go 1 of each, there's more. You have more leverage. You can kind of just take what the board gives you. I can take a running back. I can take a receiver. If I want to go early quarterback, although I'm done taking early quarterback. I think last night's stream, I did early quarterback and early tight end because I got McBride in the 3rd and Burrow in the late 4th. And it just seemed like great value after I went running back. And my flex is just an abomination. No, it's not going to matter if those guys hit. I can have 10 points for my flex and win most weeks. But that also would just tell you that my bench is shitty too if I don't have a flex. They're upside plays. A little too risky there. Hampton at the 2.9. There's some wacky. This is the weirdest one I've seen because we have Lad McConkey going at pick 13. Brock Bowers going at pick 12. Those guys go at the 2-3 turn. So they're dropping value to these dudes. Like, I wish, dude, if I had the first, second pick. They have Jonathan Taylor, Bucky Irving on the board. Fuck that, man. Gibbs and Taylor, you sack of shit. See, I don't know this fucking guy. This McConkey lover over here. Thanks a lot. And then Bowers, come on. See, these guys got Taylor and Irving at the turn. Oh, those are really good teams. That's like the worst spot to draft. The 2-3 turn, if the draft goes properly, you're stuck with McConkey, Bowers, McBride. This guy can get JSN. He can get Kyron. Oh, he wouldn't get Kyron, would he?
Like what I kept getting stuck with?
With what? Every time I have that first pick, you get stuck with shit. But yeah, this guy got Chase, Irving, and McBride. Essentially, the second team has Gibbs and Taylor, and now he's going to probably get JSN. Ooh, he took T. Higgins. Now this guy's got a conundrum here. Is he going to go with JSN and take 3 elites at receiver, or is he going to? I would probably just take Kyron. Yeah, RB is if you can get the proper player, but like for me, if I don't get McCaffrey, if I have pick 9 or pick 10, if I don't get McCaffrey, then I have to kind of take Henry. Who is it? Henry, A-Chain, Genty. I don't want to take Genty. I really don't want to take a rookie Raiders running back in my first pick. So, you know there's going to be a good one in the second round when you pick in the back half of the first. Whew, this guy's drinking the Kool-Aid, or this girl actually, Brooke. Could be a guy. It could be both. I don't know. Bijan, Hampton, and Henderson. Hampton and a Henderson combo. Look at all this red, man. Look at all this red. There they go. There they go. I mean, Josh Allen, I can't go early quarterback, but if they keep falling way past ADP, I want to take Justin Fields, something like that. But if I don't love the running backs or receivers, which I don't, Garrett Wilson's been fucking falling. God damn it. Can't take Garrett Wilson there. Rough. Dude, I really don't want to take early quarterback, but like, who am I going to take? Not Brees Hall, not Kamara, not Walker. I'll take any of those guys in the 4th. Not Wilson, not Harrison, not Evans, not Adams. A shit spot. I mean, I guess I'll do it. I'll take the first one.
What did you just get?
Josh Allen in the 3rd round. Fucking hate it. I'm going to hate it. This guy's tripling up at wide receiver. Daniels is probably going to go with one of these 2 picks. Which allows me to possibly take. What do you guys think? Brees Hall. I know everyone's hating on him. It's rough, but 4th round Brees Hall, I feel like has value. And I think the value no one's talking about is it'll be hit or miss in the early part of the year, but he's a prime trade candidate if anyone gets hurt. And we saw with CMC, running backs can get acclimated real fast. If he goes to a team that loses a running back, that's going to be good. That's going to be really good. Well, he's gone anyway. Put Marv on there. It's Marv or Kamara? Fuck. Who am I looking at in the fucking 5th round? Swift, Pacheco. So I'd rather have Marv and Pacheco or Kamara. I'm taking Kamara. I'm not fucking around with this. 2 old-ass running backs, though. Yeah, Ben. Hey, welcome to the chat, Ben. But first quarterback off the board when it's that late. Because, let's see, Josh Allen has gone 36th is the latest. That was the first draft I did. 15, 30, 29, 29. And I got him at, what would that be, 33? It's fine. As long as these other guys take them at value, that'll push back some stuff to me. It's a very safe team so far. Very safe team. And now this is the prime spot. Why I do that though is this 5th through 7th round here, I should be able to get 3 pretty elite wide receivers. I think one of these teams is gonna be dumb enough to take a 3rd running back. I know it's the way it's been turning out for me is taking. I've had pretty early quarterbacks. I've had Burrow twice. Got Mahomes in this like late seventh once. I got Baker in like the ninth. I think I only have one squad in terms of the Fantrax drafts with a late quarterback. That's Fields, maybe two Fields, where I'd prefer to go late quarterback. But like where I was sitting, it's just so gross. I mean, Garrett Wilson at the 3-9, no. Brees Hall, Walker. I feel like Kamara, Hall, and Walker are all the same. I didn't like any of the receivers there. I feel like the receivers there compared to the receivers I'm going to get in the fifth and sixth are the same, or relatively. We're talking Jamison Williams, DK Metcalf, Tet McMillan, Zay Flowers, Hunter, Ridley. I mean, that's a little step down, but Allen is more of a difference maker to me. Thoughts on the trade? We're talking the Micah Parsons trade. I guess what are the Cowboys doing? They're punting the year. Maybe they're. I mean, Jerry Jones is old. Like I don't know if you watched the Cowboys doc. Pretty good. I recommend it. But he's old, man, and he just pushed off the team's prime years, if you want to call it, like winning years, 2 years probably. Losing a player like that that's 26 years old for 2 first-round picks, so they're not going to be Super Bowl contenders until 2027, where he'll be 84 years old. I think they got decent value. Like the problem is the 2 first rounders they're getting for the Packers. Those are essentially late second rounders or early second rounders. They're late first. They're going to be pick 27. The Packers now, have to vault up to top 3 if they already weren't there. Top 3, top 4 in the NFC. So they're going to probably win 10 games at the very minimum. So you're not getting great value on those first round picks. I think it was just more like they didn't want to pay him because that was a giant contract. 47 million a year for 4 years? That's fucking huge. I mean, it makes sense though because Myles Garrett got good money. TJ Watt, those guys are 30 years old, and Parsons is 26. You know who's got to be spinning right now is fucker from the Bengals, Hendrickson, who just signed a 1 year like 20 something million dollar contract. You got other guys making 35, 40 at the same position. Granted, he's the same age as Watt and those guys, but like he just has a 1 year deal with way less money than these guys getting guaranteed money. I'd be pissed. Dak, he says Dak on a spaceship now. I mean, in theory, yes, he should be because their defense already was questionable. Now it's worse. That's not always the case though, because when you just start getting blown out and your defense can't stop anyone, you just don't get the ball very much. But if I had to bet on it, like more times than not, it's going to be a good thing. Could be a Bengals situation. I already thought it was going to be kind of a Bengals situation from last year. Just circus team with, 35 to 30, 31 games, shootouts. What are we looking at? Is there any running backs here? RJ Harvey wouldn't be a bad click here. Checo, Pollard. Dude, Joe Burrow just fell to the 5-5. At least he wasn't there for me. There is a lot of running backs I like. So I'm going to go ahead and cue these guys. And I might take one of them if they come back. Waddle, Hunter, Ridley, Pickens. See, that's just it's a go zone right there. Oh, I don't think I can take one of those running backs. I got to go wide receiver. Fuck you taking Pickens, you prick. Yeah, Dak definitely has to go up the rankings, though, with that trade. I mean, I can't see the Cowboys being better than 20th in defense this year. And there goes J-Mo. God damn yous. Hunter, Ridley, Flowers. I could take Flowers and have the Henry Flowers combo, which is that's a good running back receiver combo. This is pick 57. Let's see what we're looking at here. Man, a lot of receivers went. Can I take my third running back here for my flex before I take my third receiver? I think it would have to be Pollard for me because I don't trust Harvey's early season stuff. So I would consider taking Pollard and starting him as my flex. But then I'm really pushing it at wide receiver. Excuse me, I'm very gassy. There goes Rashee Rice. Kind of early. Question is Pollard or Hunter, man? I think I gotta take Hunter. Those of you that don't know, not gonna get any of these guys. Who am I kidding? I would love to get Pearsall, Golden, Buka. I mean, there's no way those guys fall. I need a flex right now. And the running backs, I could take Tyrone Tracy. There's some options. Only 15 picks, you know, what can happen? Caps, how did your draft go last night? Guillotine. Send me your team. One of these years I'll play a guillotine league. It's hard to wrap my head around the different strategy there. Sam Laporta. You know what? I've seen Tyler Warren go ahead of Laporta the last couple drafts. Thank you. Take Jerry Jeudy. Get that trash out of here. Get that trash out of here. No one likes Jerry Jeudy. I do like Cedric Tillman, though. Just realized I don't have my audio on the draft on. I don't know if that's annoying for you guys, but man, I like this guy's team right here. Holy fuck. Pollard as his flex. Tyreek, McLaurin, and Pickens. A-Chain and McCaffrey. That's a fucking banger. This dude got Burrow in the 5th. Oh, that's another fucking good team. This is competitive as hell because these first two teams are going to be tough to deal with the value they got with Taylor and Irving. Bucky in the 2nd. Some dangerous squads in this one. Someone's got to be doing some dumb shit, trying to figure out what team it is. That has a bet. Maybe it's my team. You know, it's the quote from Rounders: if you can't spot the sucker in the room, the first like 10 minutes you're in the room, then you're the sucker. So maybe I'm the sucker. I like to be the sucky, not the sucker. Got a lot of Travis Hunter stock. I don't know how that's going to go. I don't know if you guys watch Travis Hunter's film, but that dude is like, it almost scares me. He's almost too athletic. Like, too twitchy. Very small, too. But, I mean, Malik Neighbors is tiny. St. Brown's pretty tiny. He's built a little differently, but there goes Hawkinson. So Warren is still on the board. Yeah, Warren's going to go here in the next... This guy's probably going to take Warren. He's going to go before the Hawkinson pick again. Because I don't see him go past the 6th round very often. Nope, takes a Dunze. He's probably going to take him as his next pick. There's the point where I would consider taking him, but I'm such a big Tucker Kraft fan that I would just rather have Tucker Kraft in general. But if I keep on taking him, I'll end up with like 10 shares of Tucker Kraft, which a little scary. Little scary. Let's see. Chase Sutton. He's got to go wide receiver, wide receiver. No, David Montgomery. That's a fucking terrible pick. Olave. That's a good pick. So he's got to start Montgomery as his flex. Fucking A, man. There goes Pearsall. A lot of these good receivers are gone. I will take Tracy, though. Apparently, I should take Warren because he's all the noise right now. Man, this guy's got 5 receivers. That's nice when you go running back there. Get Pearsall as your bench player. Or he's probably going to start Pearsall week 1 and have Verdunze as his bench player. Okay, stop taking all my dudes. There goes fucking Diggs. So I have Hunter as my 3rd receiver right now. So this is gross. I need a flex. I think Cleo Shakir could be a dude. There goes Warren. I think Tracy might be the pick. If I can get him to fall back. I'm guessing Bijan Mustard will take him. One of these guys will take him. This team's they all have 2 running backs. This guy's got 3. Fall back to me, Tracy. Where is he been going? Around the mid to high 70s. Man, tight end is gross. So is running back. Don't do it, bro. Don't do it. Don't do it. Take a second tight end. You know you want to do it. That hurts my soul. Dude, I can't take Caleb. Fucking A, dude. I gotta take Jacoby Myers? That is so fucking gross. Man. I'm taking Caleb. Best player available. I can't start him week 1. Big problem. But I'm going to have to take Shakir, I think, with the next pick. Should be healthy. Can't take Addison. I guess I would take Myers if I had to. Cup, absolutely not. Reed, question marks. I think Coleman is an option. Nick Chubb, the highest I've seen him go. Wow. The anti-Joe Mixon pick right there. Oh, I'm getting a little toasty. That means two things. So we got 3 running backs, 3 receivers, and Josh Allen. Fortunately, this team is resting strictly on Travis Hunter's shoulders. And they're not very strong shoulders. That could be gross. Would have I liked it if I had Wilson instead of Allen, is the question. I could have taken like Baker or just waited even longer. Bo Nix, huh? We'll take Shakir. That is a steady flex option right there. Who else am I looking at wide receiver? Jennings would be nice. Pittman would be nice. Shaheed might be okay. That's it. I definitely need a tight end in the next 2 rounds. Wonder who I'm going to take. I would take Kelsey and Andrews over Kraft, but it's usually a 2-round gap, so that's why I don't get those guys. Ingram is tied with Kraft for me. I prefer Kraft. You get some shares of Andrews, though. Well, this fucker's got 2 receivers right now. Neighbors and Evans. I don't know what he's doing. He just took a bench running back. That's silly. I mean, I think I'm rough at flex. That's really rough at flex. I don't get that one. Kyler, pick 90. That is early, dude. Early. There's 2 running backs. Maybe they'll start making some mistakes now. I'm fine with it. Take all the quarterbacks. I got mine. Just don't double up on tight end, please. Seen that all too often. All of them have tight ends. This guy doesn't. Really like this guy's team. Essentially 7. That is a solid team. Pearsall at Dunze. One of them's on his bench. Gibbs and Taylor. I mean, what are we doing, league? How are you going to fucking let that happen? Fuck. If the rest of his receivers hit, good luck to the rest of the league. He's got to take a running back here. Or he's going to take Andrews. If he's smart, he'll wait and take Andrews because this guy has McBride. Take a running back, then take Andrews. I'm guessing essentially 7 smart. He is in like 10 of these leagues with me. So I doubt he's throwing away $3,000 and doing dumb things. The build is beautiful. Ooh, Keon Coleman. Might be a little unnecessary as a 6th receiver. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a professional fanatic. Mooney. Apparently Mooney's healthy. He'd been falling in best balls like down to like the 13th, 14th round. What? Tucker. This fucking asshole. Okay, so now you're just blocking me from getting my guy. No, I'm going to take fucking Evan Ingram. No. I don't like that. Maybe I fucking just say screw it and take Dalton Kincaid. Oh, that one hurts. I don't think I've seen Kraft go ahead of Andrews once. Now I'm sure someone's going to take Andrews. Yeah, this fucknut doesn't have a tight end. But the rest of them do. So it's really down to one team. Give me a break for once, man. Give me one break. Fuck, dude. I can't even take Andrews. I already have Zay Flowers and Derrick Henry. So I can't even take Andrews. So we're going to pivot. We have Shaheed in the queue. We can take some high upside running backs here. You know, I could take Javonte Williams and maybe have to play him week 1 depending on Shakir's status. Not a fan of that. Pick 101. Where would that be? That's right about where he goes. Around pick 100. Evan Ingram's the play. Oh, this guy doubled up with Kelsey and Andrews. That's 64 years of tight end experience right there. That's a fucking unnecessary, stupid-ass pick, dude. Why are you taking 2 tight ends before you have your 3rd running back? I guess it's fine because I wasn't going to take him. Now this guy's going to take Ingram. That hurts. Having Kraft in my back pocket. Cougars tied up in the bottom of the 9th inning. We're going to extras. There goes Ingram. Oh, this might be a prime spot for Rashid Shaheed. He's a dude. Story says the Cougars, it's a single A baseball game. They're going to extra innings. I would have thought that, you know, minor league baseball, especially single A, would just do the like preseason football rule of just tie is a tie, because who gives a fuck? But apparently they don't. So excitement in Geneva, Illinois. Oh, don't take Shaheed. Good. You should have taken him. Downs is a good pick too. All right, that's 5. I gotta start hammering running back now. I'm gonna need some flex appeal later in the season. Scatabo and Javonte Williams. That's a tough one for me because I don't think I need early season production. I feel like that's more Javonte Williams' bag, but I could be wrong. Javonte Williams could just crush. I don't know what Kappa thinks I should do. Make my decision for me. Don't take Scatabo. There's a lot of good options. Have fun with any of those guys. Oh, I mean, how late can I wait at tight end, though, dude? I can't. So I think it might be Dalton Kincaid time. That's way early, though. Sometimes goes in the 120s. Do I keep on pushing tight end? Is the question. Do I? It's all about who I'm taking over him. Any of these guys are fine. think I'm going to push it. Let's push it. I like pushing it. Don't take Scataboo. There we go. So it's going to be Loveland, Kincaid, and shit. I will take Ferguson if everyone else goes because that's the last of the Mohicans for me. Take these dudes off. Here we go. Let's take a look at how the roster looks. Kind of gross at receiver, which I don't like. 7 bye is going to be a major issue. We don't care about bye weeks. Got eight bench spots here, so I like the running backs. Got the elite quarterback. I love the tight end. Man, that's a good tight end. It's kind of just like a typical tight end. 0 catches. That's what they do, right? There goes Baker. So we're going to have teams, they love doing this. They're going to start taking 2 quarterbacks and start taking defenses, which I welcome. Take the fucking defense. Denver's defense will probably go off before the 11th round. Wow, Tajay Spears, quite early. I guess he's got Pollard, so that makes sense. Ooh, I'm getting toasty. These strong Busch Lights, you know. There goes Dak. It's a beautiful pick. No quarterback yet. It's a beautiful pick. Keenan Allen, not so much. I don't get the appeal there. 35-year-old receiver. He's going to have to play outside this year. Ooh. There goes Fields. Okay, take the quarterbacks, boys. I love that. Love it. Be back in a second. Grab me adult beverage.
What are you doing?
Grabbing a beer.
How's your team?
Not good.
Why?
I don't know. It's a great team. Could be okay. I like some of the players. Got Henry in the second, which is cool. He's back. Only 1 pick went off. Another quarterback. Surprise, surprise. And Rashad White. Jaden Blue. Gross. Well, I think I might be able to pull off this tight end situation. Maybe even get a Stevenson. We got Bigsby, Najee, Ray Davis. Jaden Reed's scary click right now. He's got a broken bone in his foot. He's going to play through it. But, I mean, that is a little risky for a guy that doesn't play a lot of snaps anyway. Mario Douglas in the 11th round. It's only 5 rounds early. But I like this team. Oh, Brooke isn't the one I like. I like Essentially's team. Tucker Kraft, you sack of shit. Still can't get over that pick. I've been getting him consistently in the 10th, sometimes 11th round. In fact, he took him over Andrews, which never happens. And I couldn't take Andrews because I already had 2 fucking Ravens. But could you have enough Ravens? I mean, traditionally, no. There's Ray Davis. We're going to pop up Kincaid here to the top. He's got Laporta. You don't got to take a tight end, brother. Can I push it anymore? Nope, this guy doesn't have a tight end. Can't do it. And they're all tight ends in my fucking queue. Stevenson's still available. Let's see. Stevenson should probably be selected. B-Rob solid. I'll reach on Algier. Man. I think B-Rob's the pick here. The lineup's set pretty much. 2 running backs. Johnson's a late season guy. Scadabo's a late season guy. My 2 starters should be fine. Shaheed is my 5. Ford goes, Hollywood Brown goes, Sampson goes. So I think I take B-Rob. Kind of off Stevenson. I don't know if he'd be a full-time player. Very sure that B-Rob would be the guy in San Fran. That's a very lucrative job. Maybe we can get Algier on the way back. That would be ideal. Take Najee on the way back. That's really about it. Loveland, put Ferguson back in there. Why not? Kyle Pitts, why the fuck not? Marvin Mims is falling. Tillman. And that's all I see. That's all I see. It's gross. Okay. There goes Kyle Pitts. Stinky Pitts. This is going to be the year, man. He's going to be a 13th round pick, and he's going to be a top 8 tight end. I got my fair share of him in best ball, so if it happens, hooray. If not, I think he's still going to beat his tight end 19 spot that he's been drafted in. I think Mooney coming back hurts him. There was a chance that if Mooney was out for a while, he was going to be the number 2 there, which is scary for the whole Falcons offense. I always point back to Eric Ebron, though. Eric Ebron had a 13 touchdown year. I think it was year 5, this is Pitt's year 5. High draft capital, labeled as a bust, and then 13 touchdowns. I'm pretty sure Kyle Pitts is a better prospect than Eric Ebron was. I just don't know what happened with him because I mean, he's just not good at football, I guess. No IQ. Doesn't have that dog in him, as they say. Got a riddle for you. Michael Vick never played with any guys that had that dog in him. You want to know why? He just killed him. God, that's terrible. There goes Algier. That's a smart pick. That's a smart pick. I like this girl's team now. Look at that. 3 studs at running back. Charbonnet and Algier. The receivers leave a little to be desired, but I'm a little higher on Dak than most. The story is giving us play-by-play of the Cougars game. The Railcats score 1 in the top of the 10th. With 2 on and 1 out, Josh Allen hits one deep to score the runner at third. We're going to the 11th. Wow, Josh Allen, he's fucking playing single A ball. He's crushing it for my fantasy team. Fuck yes, Josh Allen. Did they stop serving booze after like the 7th inning? Like typical baseball games? Because that would suck. I mean, knowing you're a professional. If you're drinking, you're going to have a flask, right? Or some water bottle, something. I don't know if they have metal detectors there, but you got to have something. If you want to watch single A baseball, you got to be getting a little shitty, right? This dude needs more running backs. There goes Quinshon Judkins. Said it right. And he took Cedric Tillman. It would have been great to have Cedric Tillman on this team. You sack of shit. He says, unfortunately, yes, they do stop serving alcohol after the 7th inning. I'm prepared, don't worry. Spoken like a true alcoholic. Even though I don't think Story is an alcoholic because he manages his booze pretty well over here. Or you could just call him a responsible human because he has to drive home. The couch is always open for you, Story. You can cuddle with Moki and, whatever happens, happens. I'm not going to... That's a subtle bestiality joke for you. Caleb Williams, that's his first quarterback. I kind of like that. I guess I don't like taking Judkins in blue. You could have taken someone better. Like having Caleb as your 2, but ballsy, man. And here the quarterbacks go, which is fine with me. I don't need a backup quarterback. I have Josh Allen. I just need someone for 1 week. So take them all. Let's see who's left. CJ Stroud, yeah, it's dog shit. Najee's still available, though. Take me some Blake Corum. Take all the upside guys. God knows I need it on this team. Colson Loveland's still available. Now, that would be a nice pairing with Kincaid. I can't get over the Tucker Kraft getting sniped. That just hurts my soul. Tucker Kraft's my dude. Fuck. He's like, you wait, and you're going to take him 1 round early, and he goes 2 rounds early. At least it wasn't to a team that already had a tight end. And there goes Colson Loveland. Okay, Jake Ferguson's fine. But I think Najee Harris is a better bet. Because I can just take Chikakonkwo and have the same production. Just keep on getting, because the running backs will dry up. There will be no more backup running backs after 2 rounds. I need some of these guys to hit. Let's keep on taking them. I have a feeling I'll be starting a running back at flex very often in this one. Ferguson's there. The question is Ferguson or Corum? Wow, Denver's defense is still there. I just never even look at defense. Ollie Gordon, it's a good one. I'm taking Corum. You guys are going to snipe me. I'm just going to take all the backup running backs. And they'll be stuck taking bums. Heyo. So I have Scatabo, Robinson, Najee Harris, and Blake Corum. That are 4 Robinson, Harris, and Corum lottery tickets. Scatabo probably should earn a role at some point. Caleb Johnson, who the fuck knows with the Steelers, but I'm sitting with 5 receivers. They're not great either. Good thing I have Derrick Henry and Kamara. So, that's probably it for me at running back, unless, well, like DJ Giddens, Shipley, and that's it. I will take one of those guys. Otherwise, I do need possibly a backup quarterback at some point. They're not all 30 aren't going to be taken, all 32 aren't going to be taken, but I don't want to be stuck with like fucking Sam Darnold. But I also need a backup tight end, which, no, I'm just going to go with the late guy here. So, what do I got at receiver here? Got too many Buffalo Bills already. Gotta be someone I can reach on. Tesla? That's a dude. It's not the only dude. Maybe Trey Harris. I still think he's just being faded to shit now. Guy was a 10th round pick fucking 2 weeks ago or before Keenan Allen signed, and now he's just left for dust. Because of Keenan Allen? I don't believe in that. Railcats, oh god, we got play-by-play. Railcats lead off single to take the lead. Railcats hit a leadoff single to take the lead. How does a leadoff single take the lead? There would be no one on base. It was a leadoff single. I think Story's drunker than I am. Props, bro. I don't want to do draft grades for my team, so you guys are going to have to be nice because I don't like this one. Didn't like it last night. I've been like 50% on liking my teams, which, you know, I guess I've had times where I love my teams and I've not even made the playoffs, so maybe that's a good thing. Check your best balls, babe.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm talking to you. There's not a babe in this chat. Actually, Ben might be in here, Kappa there. Yeah. Oh, okay, you're right. My bad. I forgot about the new baseball rules. I asked how can a leadoff single take the lead because there's always a ghost runner at second base. I kind of like the idea of that, but you know what? Back in the day, I loved like Cubs games going to the 17th inning. We have a great story for you on that one. I used to watch every Cubs game and DVR every Cubs game, and I'd always do it for like an extra 2 hours or 2.5 hours, so it'd be a 5.5 hour recording. One game went to the 17th inning and like avoided people all day in terms of finding out what happened. Get home at like 1 a.m, watch the game, and the DVR stops in the 17th, and they win in the bottom of the 17th. So I watched that whole fucking thing. Granted, I got to fast forward through commercials, but it was like a 2-hour investment. I avoided fucking people all day. Don't tell me the score, what happened, and I missed the fucking walk-off homer. So I always, you know, maybe do 3.5 hour extra on DVR. Is it even DVR anymore? Who knows? But it was really a downer. I'm just looking at it, click down. I'm like, it's 16th. I have fucking 18 minutes left. God damn it. Pat Bryant in the 15th round. Jesus. That's my dude. All right, I got one last running back to take, though. It's DJ Giddens. One last handcuff that I love. I'm going to take him, especially early. You know, the strategy early in the year, before the year starts, we still have, what is today, Thursday? So season starts a week from now, but most teams don't play till Sunday. We have 10 days, 9 days if you want to count practice days. Saturday's a walkthrough. Injuries could happen. Jonathan Taylor, I mean, God forbid, love Jonathan Taylor, could get hurt. DJ Giddens would be, what, a 5th round pick now? So take these guys early. Don't take kickers and defenses. And that's what I've been doing forever. 7-6 Railcats, bottom of the 11th. Here we go. Oh, Jesus. I'm so excited for this game. Fucking asshole. Giddens. Okay. Looks like I'm taking Trey Harris. Maybe I'll do something weird and take a defense. Nope. Nobody there. Nope. Fuck, I need a quarterback. Tua. Ooh. I guess what I need to do is look at who they play week 7, because that's the only week I'm going to need them. Cleveland. We got the Jets. That's not a good matchup at all. Gino has Kansas City. So I think it's between Tua and Gino. Oh, what about Penix? I forgot how low he is on here. Penix has San Fran. That actually could be a good matchup. So we're going to go with Penix, but I'm going to take... You know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to take another receiver too. But I can get Trey Harris. And then depending on what the depth chart is, I will drop Harris or Tesla. Probably Harris. Maybe get Penix in the second to last round. After this 17th round pick, I'll set my queue and we can do draft grades, gentlemen. I'm curious because this seems to be a pretty sharp fucking league. Seen a lot of bangers, a lot of good teams here. I don't know if mine's one of them, so can't win them all. I still think I'm going to win the league. It's just the draft. It's 30. They say the draft's 33% of. On Fantrax, since there's no trades, it's probably 50% of it because you still have waivers, strategy, luck. I mean, luck is a third of fantasy football, so I'm not trying to hang my hat on luck, but we'll take a gander and see if it's gonna have to be luck. Let's go here. There's the lineup, full PPR. Receivers are gross. I'm a Hunter fan though, so I believe in Hunter as my 3. I like the running backs. Tight end's trash. The tight end and quarterback kind of wash out. If I had Tucker Kraft, it'd be a whole different fucking ball game. Johnson, I should probably just move that. Okay, apparently Shakir doesn't qualify for my flex. That's cool. I can't wait to hear what happens with the Cougars and Railcats game. Okay, my pick. So, take Trey Harris. Upside receivers. We don't know Trey Harris's role. We don't know Quentin Johnston's status, mostly. If Quentin Johnston were to somehow go on the IR to start the year, Trey Harris would be the immediate wide receiver 3, and more so possibly the guy that plays in 2 wide receiver sets, because I just don't think there's any world they're going to play Keenan Allen and McConkey in 2 wide receiver sets. That would mean that Keenan Allen's got to play on the outside. And in Keenan Allen's prime, he could not play on the outside. So 34-year-old Keenan Allen is not playing X receiver. No fucking way. That'd be Trey Harris's role. And then, I think he's a good player. Not someone you want to start the first couple weeks, but someone that could, definitely increase in value. That's the idea with these late round picks. Guys that you could stash and you'll know one way or another early on. Like it's the opposite of like Hopkins or Bateman, for instance. Like neither of those guys value outside of 2 injuries in the offense. The Zay Flowers and Mark Andrews are going to climb the depth chart enough to where like you would never know when to start Hopkins. He's probably going to catch 5 touchdowns this year. You're going to start Hopkins and you're going to get 2 for 24. I want to take guys like Tesla who could just be the wide receiver 3 in Detroit, which is a great role. And if J-Mo gets hurt, he's a startable guy every week. Trey Harris could actually be the every down X receiver. Pat Bryant, for instance. Marvin Mims is hurt right now, but they have Sutton. They have Ingram. They traded Vele. Pat Bryant could be the Marcus Colston, Michael Thomas, that role in the offense. Those are the guys I'm taking if I'm going receiver. I want guys that could massively increase in the next week or 2 based on what happens week 1 or even what comes out before week 1. Cougars bunt, the Ghost run over to third, and then score. That's great. This game's never going to end, Story. That's awesome. Good for you. I'm jealous. I wish we could trade spots. There goes Bryce Young. So what? Is every quarterback going to go off the fucking board? Am I going to have fucking Joe Flacco? No, Penix is the guy. Let's see Rodgers' Week 7 matchup. Probably not going to be an option. Cincinnati, that's actually a really good fucking matchup. But, oh, he took Chickaconquo. That son of a bitch. Bretton Strange could be an option for me. Cade Otton, but I don't know if he's healthy. So we have to wait and see on that one. All of my eggs are in Dalton Kincaid's basket. That seems a little shitty. That's another fucking chink in my armor. A lot of ways. Out of booze now, Story says. So he's got to watch extra inning baseball with no booze, single A. That's like babysitting my niece and nephew without Wi-Fi. I don't want to do that. On to the 12th inning. There goes Bretton Strange. Well, I don't think I'm taking a fucking tight end here. Who would I even take? I guess Zach Ertz. Could actually be a safe guy to play early in the year if Kincaid's flops. Theo Johnson, Story's guy. I know he wants me to take him. Theo Johnson. That is a guy that I could pick up off waivers. I don't mind him. Super athletic guy. If you're in best ball or something like that, that's an ideal tight end 3 in best ball. Who's in my queue? It's Michael Penix, the penis. All right. We'll take him. We will take him. People taking defenses. This fucker's got Baltimore and Pittsburgh. Probably because he knows he can't start Baltimore week 1 against the Bills. So why take him? I got to roster 2 fucking defenses? Gross. All right, last round here, and then we're going to do some draft grades. A little draft review. Who am I looking at here? I think I'll take Cade Otton. And if he's out week 1, I drop him for someone better. Because I'm just going to roll with Dalton Kincaid. You know what? Hitters be damned. I still believe in Dalton Kincaid. Not my first option at tight end. I have him at tight end 12, so it could be worse. It's not as good as Tucker Kraft or Mark Andrews, for instance, but I'm cool with it. Cade Otton, though, if he is healthy early season until Godwin comes back, Cade Otton's going to be in the every week tight end 1 discussion because you got McMillan out, you have Rashad White out, you got a rookie and Ibuka being the 2, you got Mike Evans who's a step slower. We saw what Cade Otton did when he had limited pass catchers around him last year, and he was like tight end 4 for like a 5-week stretch. So, Cade Otton's the guy. I might be dropping him. All right, we're going to go and do some draft grades. All right, Kappa, you ready? Ben, whoever's in here. We're going to do draft grades. If no one's in here, I'll do them myself, but I prefer someone helping me, whoever's in the chat. DB Cooper's team. Fucking gift with Bucky Irving at the fucking 24th pick. He's got Chase, Sutton, Olave as his starting receivers. Bucky, Chuba Hubbard, and then David Montgomery is probably his flex, or Jacoby Myers. Trey McBride, so he went elite tight ends. He's got Brock Purdy as his quarterback. Mooney, Rashad White, Dowdle, Marks, Cedric Tillman, who I love. So his lineup is Chase, Sutton, Olave, Irving, Hubbard, Montgomery, McBride, and Purdy. Yeah. Otten's a strict early season play, but he's hurt, so that's why it's a last round pick. So, Ben, it's full PPR, mind you, full PPR, 3 receivers and a flex. 4 for a passing touchdown, but it is 20 yards per point opposed to 25 yards per point. So it kind of evens out the pocket passers a bit opposed to scramblers. What's your grade for this team? We're going A through F. C being strict average, middle of the pack. A being a bye, 1-2 seed. F being bottom 2 in the league. I'm going to have a C plus for this team. It's hard to say that. I actually have to go B minus. Getting Irving and McBride, mostly Irving at value there, and having that elite tight ends is fine. The David Montgomery at flex is concerning, and he's a little thin at receiver. Ben says C minus. It's hard for me to give it a C minus because with all the injuries in Tampa, like Bucky Irving there is ahead of Hampton. He got him after Hampton. Like, that's crazy value to me, and that's going to keep him pretty relevant. So B minus, he has C minus, so not great. Kappa, if you're here, give me a grade. I'm going to move on though. Essentially 7. This is a guy I've been playing a lot of leagues with. I love this build. I think he went a little crazy with Keon Coleman there, but Gibbs and Taylor, fucking probably top 2. I mean, that's an amazing combo. Higgins, Worthy, Smith, Odunze. I would say early in the year, Pearsall's his flex until you see what he has with Odunze. So Higgins, Worthy, Smith, and Pearsall the flex. Odunze and Coleman on the bench. Tucker Kraft, you fucking asshole, taking my pick. A little early, but it's not early because he should be a 6th-round pick. Quarterback is Caleb Williams and Bryce Young. Now, that's going on a limb, but we're all from Chicago. We like Caleb. Whoa. Tootin, Blue, Judkins, Shipley. So he is quite thin at running back. If the trade doesn't happen with ETN, Tootin might take 10 weeks. That's the only concern, but he's got such installation at receiver with those elite running backs, and with my love of Tucker Kraft, I'm giving this a B+. What's your guys' grade? That's beautiful. I mean, I wish you had gone an earlier running back instead of Coleman. I mean, I see why you take Pearsall. Or maybe don't take a Dunze if you're going to get Pearsall, but that's my only gripe with that squad. B+ for Ben as well. It's a beautiful team. Okay, Rads. We got Lamb, A.J. Brown, DJ Moore as the starting receivers. Diggs or Pittman. Probably Diggs is his flex. He's got Kyron and the dinosaur James Conner. Bench player, we have Hawkinson at tight end, Fields at quarterback. I love that, but it's a little early. But I love Fields. So his bench is ETN, Benson. Love Benson. Got the Arizona backfield locked down. Worst case scenario for you, it becomes a 60-40 split, and they eat into each other. But I see why you did that. Jordan Love is a nice backup to Justin Fields. I love that, actually. Some floor with Fields upside. Moore is your 3. Diggs. I'm giving this one a B-. Still a good. I mean, that's a good squad. It's just not enough pop for me. Safe with Hawkinson. A+ if he starts Judkins. Jesus Christ. What's your real grade though? That's for essentially. We're on to Rads, bro. We get another Cougars update. Cougars managed to keep the Railcats from getting by a run. Bottom of the 12-12 game tie game. B, like the team, but James Conner drops it a bit. Okay, Brooke. It's an interesting squad. Bijan, Hampton, Henderson. So I'm guessing it's a she, is drinking that Kool-Aid. Tet McMillan. So a lot of rookies here. Tet McMillan, DK, Golden, Tyler Warren. So the flex is going to be Keenan Allen. No, the flex is going to be Henderson. So that's a lot of rookies, though. Golden, Warren, McMillan, Henderson, Hampton. So we just did an episode on this, the steamed up guys. Like, these guys are all taken so high. I mean, I'm not saying they can't be good, but a lot of risk in this team. Warren actually is a value because I've been seeing him going in the 5th, 6th round, believe it or not. Charbonnet is a nice 4th running back for you. Keenan Allen, Douglas, I don't know why you took that. I love the Dak pick, though. He took McCarthy and Lawrence, so I don't think you need to do that with Dak. Love the Dak pick. Pat Bryant, great pick. I like his bench. Her bench. Its bench. I'm giving this one a B minus as well. Yeah, I think this league's competitive, man. C plus, B minus. We'll say C plus. Just because there's so much risk in this team. Like you're insulated running back, but Henderson, we just don't know his workload. Hampton, Najee could be back week 1. You're looking at a 50-50 split, and he's going to be a little better version of David Montgomery. So yeah, C plus for me. B minus from Ben. Kind of lockstep here. Whiskey River. It's got to be a good grade because you got Joe Burrow at the 5.5, and that's the latest I've seen him go in. I've done 5 of these. I've done 2. I've drafted 2 for my wife on Fantrax. That's the latest I've seen him go. So Jefferson, Adams, Ibuka, and Deebo Samuel. Jacobs, Cook are his running back. So his flex is going to be Deebo Samuel. Kelsey and Andrews, I don't get why you did that. Take one of them. You have a quote-unquote elite guy. Braylon Allen and Ray Davis, though, I love that. 2 really, really high upside stashes. Dubs, Franklin. I want to give it a worse grade, but the Burrow pick makes this team like competitive just because you got him in the 5th round. So this is going to be another C plus. Adams and Buka. I'm just not, again, the Kool-Aid thing. Ben says A minus, B plus. Leaning more towards A side. He likes his team. He also is an Ohio State fan, so Ibuka just makes him come his pants. Ibuka, where you got him isn't bad compared to where he's been going because he went, 1 pick before Golden, a pick after Judy. Jefferson, Adams. Fuck, you have good running backs. Yeah, I'll go B minus. The Kelsey Andrews combo, but he made up for it with the Allen and Davis picks, who are nice because he's going to have his 2 steady guys all year. All right, the hit squad. McCaffrey, A-Chain. You got Hill, McLaurin, Pickens, Pollard, Patty Mahomes, Juwan Jennings, Evan Ingram. So his flex is going to be Pollard. That's really good early in the year. Mahomes, tight end Ingram. So he went to that like kind of back end studs, I guess you'd call them. Maybe not Ingram, but Mahomes, solid value there. Spears, so he's got the Tennessee backfield. Drake May, good upside play. Stevenson was a value. Man, McCaffrey, 8-Chain, and Hill. As much as I love Pickens, I love Pickens, so it's hard for me to call him risky. That's a lot of risk. Just McCaffrey and A-Chain injury, Tyreek Hill, we don't know what the fuck's going on. This is Pollard at flex out early in the year. I'm giving this a B minus as well. This is going to be such a competitive league. Those Allen and Davis picks are great where he got them. He's still talking about the last team. Yeah, that was perfect for your team. I'm giving this one a B minus. I haven't had a lot of bad grades here. B minus for Ben. This is scary because I haven't got to my team and I'm not going to like it as much as these. Okay, pick 7. Barkley at 7. That's awesome. Chase Brown, JSN, Harrison, Jamison Williams, Jerry Jeudy, and Njoku. He's got Kyler and Mayfield with Eckler as his bench running back. And okay, now this is the first bad team I've seen. I love the running backs. And I like Jamison as your 3, but Jeudy and Njoku, you're relying on 2 Browns. You don't. We just had this in a draft earlier. We had Kamara. We drafted Kamara in the 4th round, and then Olave was there in the 7th. And I love Olave, but do I ever want to start 2 Saints on my team? There's no upside there. And you're starting 2 Browns. No upside there. Kyler and Mayfield, I feel like you should have just not taken Kyler and just had Baker. Now, you wouldn't have known you would have got him there, but you don't need Kyler. Mayfield's probably better than Kyler in fantasy. So, and Eckler's your 3rd running back, and then you have Kareem Hunt, which doesn't count. So you have no running backs besides your 2. Which Chase Brown, I mean, he's injury prone. I know he's only played a couple years in the league. He's small. He can't play that many snaps without getting hurt. I'm giving this one a D plus, maybe a C minus. Just not a lot of depth. I don't get the 2 Browns. I don't get the 2 quarterbacks. The running back, it's very running back frail here. Eckler is also a no unless you're Spitz. Well, I mean, I don't mind the Eckler pick. It's just if that's your only running back, on the bench, that's a problem. You can't count Kareem Hunt. He's not a thing anymore. You're never going to play him. Even if Pacheco gets hurt, they're bringing someone else in. So, yeah, this is the first bad team I've seen. Until you get to mine. D, that says D, maybe worse. Those 2 Brown picks are awful. One or the other's okay. That's just early. You took Judy ahead of Ibuka. I mean, I'm not about the steam, guys, but, like, that's too high. All right, cutting heads. Neighbors, Genty. You got Genty super late. Mike Evans, Jalen Hurts, Pacheco, Laporta, Tracy, Krosky, Merritt. So then Downs, Kirk, Leggett, Mims. So you're looking at your wide receiver 3 is Downs, and then your flex is going to be Tracy, which actually early in the year is fine. But later in the year, you're going to have some issues if Krosky, Merritt's not that dude. And the Mims pick's really good. That could be an X factor. Stroud and Stafford. You got Hurts. Laporta's fine. I mean, I love the start with Neighbors, Genty, and Evans. Maybe a little early on Evans, but now with the early season injuries with Tampa Bay. Hurts, super good value. Pacheco, I mean, maybe not a great value for where he's been going, but he's going to be steady. I just wish you had taken a receiver instead of Krosky Merritt. You don't need Krosky Merritt. You're not playing him. You could have taken Michael Pittman. That's my gripe there. I'm giving this one a C-. It's an okay team. Maybe D+. C- because you have Jalen Hurts. And then Genty as your second round pick. We have Cougars hitter missed a walk-off by a foot. He's still giving me updates on this Cougar game. Sorry, I can't talk. Ben says C-ish, maybe C+. Little thin at wide receiver for me. Yeah, it's pretty thin at wide receiver. We're going to go to my team. Ben, you give me a grade before I give it my own grade because I don't even think like this team. So Nico in the first round, then Henry, Josh Allen, Kamara, Zay Flowers, Travis Hunter, Caleb Johnson, then Shakir and Shaheed. So my receivers are Nico, Flowers, and Hunter. Running backs Henry and Kamara, with flex being a combination of Shakir, Shaheed, and Caleb Johnson. Can't be Caleb Johnson early in the year, but Josh Allen's nice. Dalton Kincaid's my tight end, which is a big problem. So I have a flex problem, probably a tight end problem. But I do like my bench. I have, in terms of running backs, Scatabo, Brian Robinson Jr., Najee Harris, Blake Corum, Tesla, and Trey Harris. I mean, a couple of those guys are getting dropped, so Tesla's kind of been steaming up. But I got 3 pretty valuable handcuffs, 4 if you want to count Scatabo. Fuck you, he says F. Is that a real grade? I'm not a fan of it. The early quarterback thing. But, I mean, Josh Allen, that's after usually where he goes. Usually he goes early third. Not to defend my pick or anything. I had no one else. Who was I going to take? Garrett Wilson? No. I might have taken Kamara. Brees Hall? Kenneth Walker? No. So it would be epic if he just says F and then just logs off. Don't do that, bro. I thought we were friends. I'd give it a B-ish probably. I like Kevin Allen. The Kincaid is a tough one, but I like the team overall. Yeah, the tight end is tough. And that was the product of me getting fucked on not getting Tucker Kraft. Hopefully that's not you giving me a B, because in basketball, whenever we do our rankings, you always just give me a good grade because you know I fucking figure it out. Hitter moves to the ghost runner of the third. Rattlecats intentionally walk the next batter. Bases loaded, 1 out. Josh Allen. This guy's always betting. Hey, Story, if you're I don't know if you have the volume on, give me a grade for my team. Collins, Henry, that's a squad. You know the squad. But I'm gonna move on. So he says B. I think it's probably worse than that. But I will say this team has some pretty crazy upside if Caleb Johnson can hit. I don't know when that's going to be. If Shakir is back healthy, he's a fine flex. He's always wide receiver. He's wide receiver 35. That's fine flex. Shaheed has some upside. I like Scatabo late season. I have the handcuffs. It's just pretty much early season flex and tight end all year long are going to be issues for me. Intoxicated. He went 3 receivers in a row, which is a bold strategy, Cotton. We have St. Brown, London. I love London the second round. St. Brown, London, and Garrett Wilson, followed by Kittle. So he went 0 RB and actually pulled off, outside of his bye weeks, which is Swift and Warren have the same bye, pretty solid with Ridley as his flex in the 6th round. I don't mind that. And then Javante, who is a nice insulated piece there for Warren if he doesn't pan out. Javante's going to be a stud. Dobbins, Bigsby. I like what he did. It's different strategy than most are going this year. Bo Nix in the 8th, Herbert in the 12th, Denver's defense, benches, whatever. But those receivers with, it's a little early for Wilson because I've been seeing him go mid 4th, but he's still 150 plus target guy. Ridley is your flex. It's just RB2 problems. And I mean, Bo Nix is everyone's darling. I'm not the biggest fan, but he's serviceable as shit. He'll be a top 12 guy. And for me, I loved Javante, Dobbins, Bigsby run there. Like, one of those dudes is going to be fucking good. I'm giving this a B. It's usually hard, man. The grades and the teams I've seen that have gone wide receiver have not turned out well. But this one, and especially he went tight end in the 4th, like this one turned out well. I think Swift falling to you, considering that Aaron Jones and Harvey went right after him. Because you can't take Harvey as your RB1. You don't know what the early season stuff is. Swift, is going to be the dude for 17 to 20 touches, most likely every week. So, yeah, you hear that train. B-. Story gives me a B-. All right, that's actually not bad. Ben says B- because of the flex tight end issues. Oh, that's with my team. And then what do you have for this one? Railcast walk in, the winning run. Cougars win. Walk-off walk. And exclamation points. That's hilarious. Ben, what do you have for your grade of intoxicated? I don't think you gave me that. Swift falling is clutch. B+ for this one. He likes this squad. I think I did too. Did I forget what I say like 2 minutes after I say it? All right. Fritzies. We got Brian Thomas Jr., Ladd McConkey. Another early quarterback team. Both these, let's see how they pan out. Thomas, McConkey, Rashee Rice. So he went, this is risky. Early quarterback and Rashee Rice is risky. Let's see if he pulled it off. And Godwin. And Ayuk. This is the ballsiest team I've ever seen. That's giant-ass balls. And Mixon? All right, this is an F. I mean, I look into it more, but it has to be an F. So he has Brian Thomas, McConkey as his 2 receivers, and then he's got Kupp as his 3rd. And who's his flex? His flex is going to be Nick Chubb, who I do like. He took him early year. I think there's a chance Nick Chubb is back and like a high-end RB2. I mean, it's a low chance because he might be cooked. Brees Hall and Aaron Jones, weak-ass running backs. Brees Hall could be good, but he could just be fucking a 50-50 timeshare guy. Aaron Jones, dust. Joe Mixon not playing this year. You heard it here first. Jerome Ford is a solid pick with the other guys because he's an early season guy. But in the 9th through 11th round, you went Mixon, Godwin, Ayuk. Mixon's not playing this year, or at the very least, not till like week 8. Godwin's probably week 5, but you can't play him to week 7. Ayuk is out 6 weeks. And your tight end is Ferguson. And you have Lamar. This is an F+. He said it looks like a team I'd draft, Ben says. Come on, you're not saying A+ this one. He has no players. Rashee Rice out for 6 weeks. So he's starting Kupp as his wide receiver 3 and Chubb as his flex. And then outside of that, he has Jerome Ford on the bench. And like Kyle Williams, his tight end is worse than mine. This is rough. He has a Garendo who's not even the handcuff there. Realistically, has a ceiling of D+, maybe even say D max. I mean, if you can somehow manage to go like 3 and 4 to start the year, this could be a monster, maybe a monster of a team, but it could limp into the playoffs. And with Godwin, Ayuk, like that, if Cooper Kupp's back, but his separation metrics are so bad. This is a rough team. Okay, Giraffe. We have so all the team. I was right, man. I gave all those early teams grades good before I saw these last couple, including my own. And that makes sense because not every team could be a B-, and this is why. Because Puka Nacua, Brock Bowers, Jaden Daniels, Kenneth Walker, R.J. Harvey, Waddle, Addison, Mason. So his starting receivers are Puka, Waddle, Addison's out 3 games. So he has Higgins or Burden as his wide receiver 3. Probably going to end up being Hollywood Brown because I don't think either of those rookies are playing like more than 50% of the snaps early in the year. Or Mason's his flex. But no, his wide receiver 3. So Mason's his flex right now. This is a D. Ollie Gordon's nice. If I mean that's a good pick. Keaton Mitchell. That's the third running back on a team that's not ever going to feature anyone but Derrick Henry. Kendre Miller. Ugh. Yeah. They hit the second Bauer. This might be worse than the last team. Yeah. So the last two teams are ass. I feel like the Intoxicated is not great. The eighth team wasn't good. Every other team I thought was really good. I feel better about my team after these last two. I know what I did there, and I did it for a reason, whether that be people sniping me or taking Allen early. Like I had a strategy, which is I have a lot of upside guys on the bench here with B-Rob, Harris, Corum, Tesla. Like I do have a weakness at tight end, kind of a weakness at flex, but at least I have like a lineup, and I don't know what this is. So I'm pretty convinced Keaton Mitchell will be the backup to Henry this year. Dude, they love Justice Hill though. Story says that about Keaton Mitchell. They love Justice Hill. He's a coach's pet. And I know Keaton Mitchell looked great. And are they going to? Why didn't they release Justice Hill? Either way, if that's what's making his team good, you might be next after them. You know what? Fuck you, Ben. Talking shit. Talking shit. And this is my finest hour. This team. I'm aware. But it could be worse. I still have some upside on this team. We're gonna go back one more time. Nico, Henry, Allen, Kamara, Flowers, Hunter. It hinges on Hunter, man. If Hunter hits, like, I actually have Hunter higher in my ranks than Flowers. I just figured I can get Hunter or Ridley in the next pick. And I don't have any shares of Flowers. So I'm banking on, if you think about it, I'm banking on a lot of really good offenses. I have Texans aren't so much, but Nico Collins only show in town. Henry, Allen, not so much Kamara, but Flowers. I believe that the Jags offense is going to be top, I want to say top 12. Shakir. I guess maybe I take back that statement. I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying. I got Josh Allen. Absolutely, you are aware. All right, so it's just me and you in here. So I think it's time to. This is a dud, man. Like four streams ago, back to back, I had 1,500 people in here, well total, and now I'm getting like 15, which I don't understand. Somehow my videos are popping to like over 1,000 views for the long form in a day. So I don't understand this live streaming business. I'm gonna keep on doing it because I enjoy doing it. It gets a little exhausting. I gotta wear the hat. I gotta dress up. But hey, maybe I'll actually draft a good team. The best team I drafted so far are the 6 Fantrax. I didn't stream. Like it's Tyron Tracy's like my third running back, and I got him in the 8th round. It's a great team. I didn't stream it. So, all right, logging off. Peace be with you, ladies and gentlemen.